So it's a bit of a day today in terms of weather. It's quite windy, quite wet, some interesting clouds around. We're on our way to pick up our shopping. I didn't do a big shopping last week, so we've done a big shopping this week. It's Tuesday afternoon. On a late February day. And even with this sort of wet and windy, showery weather, for me it's noticeable that the light levels are better than they were, higher than they were a month ago. It really does feel like spring is not far away. The last few nights when I've gone to bed, sitting reading in bed, our windows open because it's quite mild, we hear Gru going over, and I managed to resist the temptation to jump out of bed because it's dark, I can't see anything. You'd think by now, wouldn't you, after 18 years I'd get used to it and just not really take any notice, but I haven't. I always love the sound of them going over. Quite a few daffodils out in the garden already. I might do a bit of a wander in the garden tomorrow, depending on what the weather. I can't remember what the weather was. Have you seen the weather forecast for tomorrow?
Not really, no. I think possibly more rain.
Well, the same as this probably. Yeah. So I'm waiting for better weather to do that. I think I killed a mouse this morning. Jazz had a mouse in the kitchen, so I shooed her out with the kitchen door open, and came back in to shoo the mouse out and moved the door, and I think it got caught in the door jamb. I mean it might already have been dying anyway, but I think I finished it off, which wasn't good. But then it wouldn't have been good having a mouse running around in the house either, so. But she didn't even eat it. She was out there and the dead mouse was out there and she wasn't interested. It's so typical, isn't it, of cats? They just want to torment and tease. I mean, she does eat them sometimes, but no, because it wasn't wriggling, she didn't want it. I'm going to make tartiflette. We haven't had a main meal today. We had bacon sandwiches. I'm going to have tartiflette this evening. I haven't made it for years because it is such a... I mean, we don't count calories. But back when I used to cook it, it would have been a time when I'd thought about calories. And it's very high calorie because it's potato and cheese. And but now we're not counting calories and we just have 2 meals a day, and we can have what we want for that 2 meals a day. I'm gonna do tartiflette, which is potato, onion, bacon and cheese, baked in the oven. You know, you par-cook potatoes, sliced potatoes, par-cook them, mix them in with cooked bacon, onion, and then crumble the cheese, I think, over the top. It's not actually a crumbly cheese. I think you have to chop it up. Now we're off to pick up my shopping in Leclerc, but I forgot to order mince, and I want that later on in the week to make lasagna. So whilst I was in Intermarché, I thought I'm going to buy tartiflette cheese, because you can bet your sweet life when I get there that'll be missing from my order. It probably won't be now because I've preempted it, but just in case, because that has been my plan for tonight's meal. beautiful out there now. The sun and the clouds. Even the black clouds are beautiful. If you're me and you like that sort of thing. I really don't know whether that pavilion is lived in. It took them years to build it and it still looks empty to me. Oh, I have to tell Barry they're looking for a mechanic at the Ford garage. like there's nobody else on the road.
Perhaps you've ordered on two days and forgotten the other one.
No. Okay, that was the big shop. Luckily, he packed it into the car for me. So I just stood and watched, mostly. Although we've got to unpack it from the car when we get home, which is a pain. Oh, Cloud Factory's working over there in the distance. Steam from the nuclear power station showing up against the dark clouds. I wasn't expecting you to go that way.
Well, might as
You
well.
often drop down into town
I know.
for no apparent reason.
Just sometimes it's nice to go through town, but you know, as that route out of town is blocked,
You can't go through, can you, at the
we
moment?
can use the same route we came in on and
Yeah.
just go round there.
Just
back
bore
where we
bore my viewers. All daffodils out on that roundabout. Well, I think I'll stop this here rather than make you go back all the way along the same route.
Well, unless you want to go the other
No,
way.
no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, it's not important. I'll just stop it in a minute. I know it actually looks different in the other direction, I suppose, if you're watching it as a road trip, but enough's enough. Oh, I know what I want. If anybody's got any tips about how to grow basil prolifically, I'd like those tips, because I do not manage to grow basil ever. So yeah, in the comments below, give me your basil growing tips, please. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching.